All right, Bank. Today is Tuesday. It is October 1st. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Snake Draft Tuesday. If you haven't heard, we're airing these on Tuesday now instead of Monday because of the new Chicago Sports show. So go check out that and keep listening to the drafts. Today's draft, as you saw by the title, is the people you'd like to have a beer with draft. We are joined in studio by Uncle Chaps. We're joined on Zoom by Dana Beers. Dana Beers, how are we?
I'm great, man. Thank you for having me. It's been a little bit. I don't even remember what my last one was, but this is a topic I think I'm strong at. I'll just put it on.
Well, your list was probably already pre-baked because you did Luke Combs. Everyone knows you're aiming for Steve Austin. So this was kind of inspired from you.
Really?
I feel like your list is probably like invalid at this point because you actually have drank beer with a lot of these people.
Yeah, I have one that you guys aren't going to see coming that I can't wait to draft because I know nobody's going to draft it, and it's actually who I'm doing next if the Steve Austin happens. So I'm very excited to reveal that.
I think it's going to happen.
That's
Taylor Swift.
That's a spoiler.
No, Taylor Swift is on my list. She is on my list.
That would be incredible.
Yeah. Uncle Chaps, how are we?
I'm doing fantastic, Eddie. Thank you for asking.
Of course. My list is wild. Because I assume, like, you tell me the context. I'm not saying like a quick slug on a stage, which is sweet. I'm not shitting on that, Dana.
Sounds like
sweet.
Sounds like he was.
No. I'm saying like someone to sit down, have a beer with, and I could pick their brain. So it's almost like a quick interview in a sense.
I went through that when I was going through my list. Like, what's the vibes here? Because it's drastically different. Like, who am I? Am I drinking at a festival? Am I drinking in a backyard?
Yeah.
Am I drinking on my couch on a Friday night? Am I drinking at a bar during a football game?
Yes.
Like, there's so many different aspects that this could really lend itself to.
Yeah.
So mine is just, I've always said if I could sit in a dive bar and just lob questions to this guy, that's how I
Dive
want
bar
nobody else
should be
coming up and
should be
bothering us.
The scene.
The setting,
Yeah. Nobody bothering us. He's just drinking his Miller Lite. Might be music playing, might not be. Shitty TVs around. You got the dusty liquor bottles behind the bartender.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. I think we're kind of in the same spot because my list is
Old
wild.
style sign on the outside of the bar.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, there's some wild people on my list. So I'm glad it wasn't like the cool dude draft we did with Arietta a couple years ago where
That's
it's like these
different.
guys are just sweet. These are people like you're curious about or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They could be the biggest nerds on earth.
Do you have that too, Dana, or you're just like, I just want to turn my brain off and chug a beer?
No, mine's not chug. It's more like I want to sit down and have like 15 beers with them,
Yes.
which I know is not the premise, but
Kind of.
That's fine. You
I think that's fine, yeah.
yeah, like give me the setting, like give me how you'd want it to go down.
Because you want everybody to get loosened
When
up.
you ask someone to get a beer, you don't mean a beer.
yeah,
It's like we're going to go sit in a dive bar and just
I mean,
bullshit.
at least 4.
yeah,
You're there
I think
for an
that's-
hour.
Yeah, 4 is
Yeah.
like the bare minimum.
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah. I'm very confident in my list if that's the case.
I'm nervous, but
Now, we asked this prior to, I think fictional and or dead should be allowed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Not crazy fictional, though.
I think
What,
like
like-
cartoons should be like allowed.
You want to have beer with Homer Simpson?
Sure, why not?
Hey,
I mean, just to use
Hey, I
an
thought
example.
that's tipping picks, right?
yeah,
Well, he did it, not
Strike
me,
one.
But, I mean,
suspend him.
I think that Homer
You're a lot looser on
or
that than you used
his
to be.
I know.
kind should be allowed.
Speaking as a guy who was suspended for how long?
A while. I still have Eddie listed in my phone as clean draft Eddie.
That's hilarious.
See? The top.
That's so funny.
That one's my favorite. And then for Clem is saved. I'll pull it up. He is Stinky Pussy Clem in my phone.
Shit,
Yeah.
What did he do to get that
He was
moniker?
on keto for a while. Yeah.
he's got stinky vag.
Yeah.
Do you get
is that a
stinky veg
thing?
if you're on
That's
keto?
what happens.
Yeah, for ladies, if you're on keto, your pussy starts to stink.
Ah,
What about men? Do our buttholes stink or something?
I think the gooch area probably gets a little rusty, but
the
I'm
ball
not.
cheese.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's the only reason why I'm not doing it.
Not for me.
Otherwise, I'll be on the caveman diet.
All right, we can get into this. Lance, 1 through 5 behind your back. Dana, what number is it?
3.
Yup.
Wow.
Ooh, okay.
Go first. You're the king of this.
All right, I just want to be smack dab in the middle at 3.
Okay.
I don't think there's a clear-cut one, so I'll be right in the middle.
1 through 4, Chaps.
2.
No.
Chief.
3.
No.
Dave.
4.
No.
1.
Yep. I've never fucking gotten that right.
Yeah,
Never.
Yeah, you've missed that one quite a bit when it comes on the loop around to you.
I'll go second. 1 through 3, Chaps.
Vagina.
1.
Yes.
I'll go 5th.
Okay. 1 or 2, Chief.
2.
Yep.
I'll go 4th.
I'll go first.
All right. So
I feel like there's a lot of pressure on this number 1 of 1.
a lot.
I was scared. I did not want.
Tone setter.
You
Some would say
gave
it's a
that
tone setter.
up to me very quickly.
Yeah,
Very quickly.
It was
Now I'm
like
nervous.
it was like a clutch. I better get this number right.
Before we get going, though, I do want to talk about ChevyDriveChicago.com. Fall is officially kicking in, Chief. It's back to our favorite sports season.
Yep.
The hoodies are on.
Love that.
Yes. And listen, you got to go, you got to get where you're going with Chevy.
Mm-hmm.
So whether you're going on a game road trip or prepping for a big tailgate, your local Chevy dealer has you covered for the perfect SUV and trucks for all the space you need. The Chevy Silverado comes in a variety of different custom styles to fit your needs, and you can always count on your Chevy to have the best technology no matter what you choose.
All right.
Have you
I want to
felt
stop
good?
you there on
What's
the
that?
technology.
Okay.
Because I almost tweeted this out this morning. When I go to park or anytime I have the car in reverse, I get like a real-time satellite image of my car.
From above?
From above.
Wow.
And I don't know how it works, but it's to the point where if like my sunroof is closed or open, like it shows it. So I don't know how it's possible. So I'll tweet out the picture. It is amazing. So anytime I pull in, I'm like, I could be 6 inches over to the left a little bit, or how much room do I have backing out if I'm doing street parking? The technology on the Chevy Blazer, I don't understand how it works, but it is awesome.
Yeah, so the official truck partner of the Chicago Bears. Head to ChevyDriveChicago.com to find your truck, SUV, or sedan today. All right, let's get into the draft.
Ooh, now I'm nervous.
All right, Dave, take us off. The people you
I have
beer
a
with draft.
long list. I'd say about 50% real, 50% fictional. Okay. I'm just going to take one that I think will probably go first round. I'm going to go with McConaughey for first overall.
That's
I think
preposterous.
Why?
Of everybody in existence?
Whoever
Well,
lived.
I want someone alive first.
Fictional or real, and you go Matthew McConaughey, 1 of 1 ever?
This is why you don't want the number 1.
That's why I
is
didn't want the number 1 pick.
preposterous.
Well, I didn't
That's a
want to go
Bryce Young pick.
I didn't want to go fictional. No, it's not.
Mitch Trubisky head ass.
That's insane. And you don't even believe it yourself, I don't think. But I didn't want to go fictional right off the bat. So I'm going with McConaughey. I think he's got a really interesting perspective in life. He seems down to earth. He seems like a guy that would have the ability to drink in a dive bar setting without like being like too good for it, I guess. So I'm going with McConaughey.
Okay.
Say something, Ed.
I don't think it's awful. I don't think it's awful. I think it's a tough spot for you to be put in. I think whatever I would have picked, you would have shit on me, but I'm going to be fair with you. I don't think it's...
This is Eddie softening up the table for his pick.
No, I'm not. I'm being honest. But I think he would be a fun guy to talk to.
Yeah.
I
don't
gotta
think
be
so?
honest. If it's Friday night, let's say it's 9:15, I've already like put on some basketball shorts and I'm sitting on the couch. I get a text message. Matthew McConaughey's at one of the bars here. He wants to hang out. I'm not sure if I go get dressed.
I think you're getting dressed.
That's not. So we kind of had we kind of had an opportunity. Did anybody go last night
No.
I did not.
with a mega A-lister, Hulk Hogan, and I'm like I don't.
But you don't like wrestling, so that's...
Well, it's Hulk Hogan. That's beyond wrestling.
but that still matters.
That I don't think that matters.
But you also said it was because of his stance on Trump too.
Who?
Hogan.
Yes.
Hogan? No, it's because it was Wednesday night and I didn't feel like getting off the couch.
I don't want to like give away my strategy. I think Hulk's just too loud.
Yes. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
I don't think he's
McConaughey
loud
not.
anymore, though.
McConaughey is the opposite.
No, he's not loud. He's a Lincoln guy.
Yeah, he's that. Honestly, those commercials, I'm like, that's the coolest guy.
When I was
I'd
car
fuck him,
shopping,
sure.
I looked seriously, and it was I don't know anything about cars, but that commercial kind of got
I
me.
looked at that one.
Yeah.
Just because of the commercial, or did it have not because of it, but a little
It
to
had
do
some
with
Big
Yeah.
influence. I didn't look at Buicks.
It's true.
I will say
I looked at Chevy because of you guys and Lincoln because of him.
There you go.
All right,
So
we're on par.
You do like McConaughey.
I was the only thing I worry about with McConaughey is he seems like a guy that makes a lot of serious eye contact.
Yeah,
That's
close. Like that.
So that
Close
was going to
talker,
be
too.
my kind
Close
of
talker.
that was going to be my rebuttal against me is I don't know if he can just like shoot the shit and bullshit. Like I would assume he can, but like based on his Texas pump up speeches and all that, but he might just be that stern guy that just like
You got to be prepared to listen because he's going to have a lot.
that's what I want to do though.
Yeah.
With
No, I get
someone
it.
like him, just like toss him a question, let him go for 10 minutes. Then
You
toss
haven't
him.
weighed in, Dana. You like it?
No, yeah, I don't think it's a first overall pick, but I don't hate it at all. I think it would be a very interesting experience, and I don't see him as a heavy drinker either. I think he's probably more of just like a get buzzed type of guy.
Sipping
But
on a whiskey.
I don't hate
Weed
it.
guy.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
fine,
okay
too.
with it.
All right. I'm up. Dana, I'm going to do it to you.
Go for it.
I'm going to do it to you.
It's better. It's the only. There's only one person I'll be mad if you take.
I'm taking Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay, that's fine. I'm
Yeah.
good with that.
Yeah. Listen, I loved wrestling growing up. Wrestlers have unbelievable stories.
Yes.
Unbelievable stories. He's a legendary beer drinker, so it's kind of like, shooting with a famous basketball player. It's, it's the equivalent of, besides taking a stunner from him, it's the exact activity you'd want to do with that person.
I think it's better now than it would have been 20 years ago with him too, because he's relaxed some.
Yep.
Where before 20 years ago, you're crawling out of that bitch with puke on your sweatshirt. Like now,
Yes.
he'll allow you to chill and ease into it.
Yes. I think he'd have some advice. And I know these two guys aren't wrestling guys, but I don't think
But-
top 5, I was a fan of him, like with everything else in my life. Like Bears, Cubs, Stone Cold. Like he's the guy.
I love that.
Yeah.
That should be a shirt for you.
Yeah.
My screen name
Bears,
was Stone Cold
Cubs,
Ed.
Hawks, Stone
Oh,
Cold.
really?
Yes, my screen name
Your
was.
AIM?
Sick shirt.
That is
Eddie,
good.
if it happens, you're gonna come out.
If you
Vegas
allow
or
me,
wherever he lives, Nevada, I think.
if you allow me to, yes, please.
Of course.
He moved from Texas? He used to be at that Texas Stone Cold Ranch.
Yeah, he's a Texas.
He lives in
rattlesnake.
he lives in Nevada.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Are you close at all or no?
No, I don't. I mean, his beer has reposted a lot of my stuff, but I don't know if he ever even sees that. But he's not. The Luke Combs was semi-easy because he's like an online person. I don't think Steve's really looking at anything.
Yeah, he's
Semi-easy. I feel like you drank like 600 beers before he
No,
agreed.
but
it was like 30 days, right?
I talked to Luke Combs and he was like, "Yeah, I saw on the 8th day, and I just wanted to see how long you would go." So
I like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
funny.
I don't know. I mean, honestly, and I'm not even the biggest wrestling guy. It was more like I put up a Twitter poll of like who should be next, and it was overwhelmingly Steve Austin. Like he is, I would say, like the beer guy when you really think of wanting to have a beer or just drinking beer.
Slamming them together, man.
Even as a non-wrestling guy, he was on my list. If like I wouldn't have taken him 1-1 because I'm not a wrestling guy, but like we were just talking about Hulk Hogan. Like some wrestlers are so much bigger than just wrestling that Stone Cold. That would be unbelievably cool.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even know what to ask him. You know?
Yeah, you just want to hear him talk. Yeah, so Stone Cold's my pick. Dana, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna go with John Daly. I want to drink several Miller Lights, ice cold, with John Daly. Throw back some cigarettes. Maybe hit a few balls after. He's just in my. He's the perfect person that I look up to, which is crazy to say, but I love John Daly. I would love to pick his brain on all things. I feel like he has interesting points about anything you can talk about. And of course, he's a party animal. So, John Daly, give me him.
I think that's fine. I think this is like the chalkiest kind of
For
pick,
sure.
but he was high on my board. I might have taken him next.
Now, question about John Daly. Would you rather have like a night, like a crazy night with him, or pick his brain?
I just don't want to have crazy nights really anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't
but
wanna
like
put-
to me, it's almost
John Daly's
like,
too much for me at this
Yeah.
I don't know that he is though. He doesn't strike me as a guy that he'll get completely fucked up, but it'll just be like on his own watching TV.
He actually doesn't drink beer anymore either. Did you know that?
Just a Grey Goose guy?
Yeah, he's just a vodka on the
All right, that
rocks.
hurts a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, I think he doesn't drink
The
it.
premise works.
He
Yeah.
Because he
drinks
drinks
some
so
because he
much.
hits off the beer can. Like he'll tee it up on the beer can, hit and
Yeah.
chug it.
Yeah. What do you think about this pick?
I think he's too trashy for me.
Yeah,
At this point, like I like him, like I like the stories, but if I'm not
Uncle Chaps from
dude.
Jacksonville.
Exactly. I'll just go hang out with my uncle, do the same shit.
That's a good point, actually.
But you don't have the story. He doesn't. I don't think your uncle has.
My uncle
stories.
used to be. He's a black belt in Taekwondo and used to be the bodyguard for Leonard Skinner. So how about that, Dave?
That is cool.
Good.
Did he go to the? Did he go to the? What did the shed or whatever it's called?
The what?
The shed.
Yeah, I was like right where I grew up playing basketball
man.
at Ronnie Van Zant Park.
I would love to go and just like. All right, different conversation. But I think you're crazy. I think he's the perfect amount of trashy.
He is, and if you would have asked me 10 years ago, I think me and Dana would have been right there together slamming those beers.
I, however, think that he's probably gotten older and chilled more too, though, right?
Maybe so. Maybe I'm being categorically unfair.
Now, I think you bring up a good point, but I do think he will have an interesting perspective because he has seen people at all like economic periods of life.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
That's cool. Like that's interesting.
I would never begrudge somebody for saying that they're going to hang out with John Daly.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. And you would.
That's not on my 5, huh?
Yeah, you would put your pants on to go see him.
I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He gets the pants for sure.
Chief.
I feel like this is. I'm taking Shane Gillis. He's a big Notre Dame guy. I think he's hilarious. He loves history. I feel like he and I would have a lot to talk about. And I feel like that's a guy who loves crushing beers. But I think he could just sit at the table, just talk about fucking Civil War or whatever, and we would have a good time. So I'm taking Shane.
Now
And very doable.
Already.
Yeah, I think it's possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were at Beer Olympics with him.
Me and Dana did it in April.
That's why I don't think that you should be allowed to do this, because you were already kind of had a beer with them. I thought.
That wasn't an established rule.
Yeah.
I think that
Me?
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say like I was watching him have like a shit ton of beers at the Beer Olympics. It's not like he and I were sitting down chatting.
okay.
We talked like for a minute.
I think those should be off limits, though.
I mean,
Well, I got another guy on my list.
no, that's not awful.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that.
You've already fulfilled the obligation.
No,
But no, like
it's
you're
not
just
down
putting
at a
together
bar.
like a round table.
Okay.
Like me and
That
Dana.
is a good question though, because like Luke Combs would realistically be on my top 5, and it already happened, and now I'm kind of like I don't want to pick him.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like
There's two very different situations.
Yeah,
And
this
you, Luke
is-
Combs-
No, but
I understand this too. I thought they were actually drinking together.
no.
No.
I'm talking even off the stage. We were backstage talking, having a beer. Like it happened, and now I feel like I can't pick that.
Yeah, but people you want to have a beer with.
Yeah, that's
you already did it.
Yeah, that's even better feather in your cap.
Yeah,
You already did it.
exactly.
Check. I haven't checked anybody off my list.
Well, and you could be like, I've done it and it's awesome. He confirmed from experience I would want him on my list. If you're Dana picking him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
That's true.
he crushes beers too.
Shane or Luke?
Yes, like just like
Yeah.
destroys.
Yeah.
He
Wait, which
also
one?
almost fought Stephen Che. Talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did Steven say again?
I can't remember the exact. It was on
Say your
there.
order.
Yeah.
Was that what they were saying?
Yeah.
Say your order.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
No, it was
Did he almost?
it was
get into
fun
it?
chopping it up with him, right, Dana? Like we were
Yeah. He was
Where'd you
very
guys
cool.
do that?
at his show in Austin.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, it was a good time. We went out, snapped a pic, and it was this lady gave him a painting of him or like a drawing.
Wow.
Bad painting.
That was the
Really
worst
bad.
drawing I've ever seen. And they presented it to him as like a gift, and he's like holding it, and he's like looking at us, like laughing, like, "You guys seeing this shit?"
It's like that. Was it when Tom Brady was in
Yeah.
court?
Yes. Like
Yeah.
I want to know what Shane did with that painting. It
Yeah.
was so bad, but he couldn't say it. He was
Yeah.
so nice about it. It was funny. Chaps.
I'm gonna go with a young man by the name of Theodore Roosevelt. Warrior, 2-time president, ran for a third, then went down to the Amazon, spent like 8 months down there chilling, going through everything.
Chilling. That was the last thing they were doing.
Well, not
down there.
chilling, but having a great time that he could tell me about over copious amounts of beers. I think that every walk of life or every aspect of his life I find fascinating. So I would just like to get him liquored up and just listen.
Yes.
Teddy Roosevelt.
I don't think it'd be hard to get him liquored up either.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I thought about taking him first overall because I just read the same book Chaps just finished.
Yeah.
It was called The River of Doubt, and
Podcast on it coming out this week.
yeah, coming out soon. We're gonna do a breakdown of it. But long story short, Teddy Roosevelt, after his third presidential run completed, he wasn't or didn't win the win the presidency the third time. His wife and his daughter died like a handful of weeks apart from each other. And he went in such a it was like a week of insane depression that the two most important women in his life just left him. And he's like, you know what? Fuck this. I got to toughen up. So he went and just discovered all of the Amazon rainforest.
Yeah, because it hadn't really been done since
ever. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the first person on a certain branch. The River of Doubt is what it's actually called. He's the first person to ever go down that and had like malaria and cholera. And his son got like the Whitewater Rapids. They were eating and shooting panthers, and that's what they were having for dinner.
Native tribes and
undiscovered peoples. Like, it was crazy. So Teddy Roosevelt for me.
First real historical pick.
It's such a good pick. And I mean, the guy
from boxing at Harvard.
Yep. And then his kids, I mean, Kermit Roosevelt ran the CIA, his kid.
Yep.
Or his grandkid, actually. Kermit Roosevelt Jr.
All right.
Fascinating human.
He was in that other book we read. They talked about Kermit. Yeah.
You're up again.
Next up, I'm going to go, and I'm going to assume that these people are talkative, right? Like, that's the assumption. Because typically, like, if this person would not be a pick for me if it was going to be just his normal personality. But if he's got a couple beers in him and he's talkative, I want that. That's Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Yeah.
But only if he has a couple drinks and he's actually talkative.
I think this pick completely stinks.
It's a risk.
It is a risk.
Yeah.
But you get up off your couch every fucking Friday, you get the opportunity to go out and drink with Michael Jordan.
Why does this pick stink?
I think it stinks because I think he's probably a complete asshole.
That's okay.
Yeah, not in a drinking
Teddy too?
situation.
Teddy's an asshole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they painted him as an asshole in anything I've read about him. But MJ just comes off like he's...
He was definitely an asshole in his presidency. His cabinet hated him.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I need my president to be an asshole. I don't need MJ to be an asshole. I don't know. I obviously would say yes 1,000 times out of 1,000, but I bet he's just kind of a dick.
I bet he is too. That's why he's got to be a little bit liquored up, have a good time with me.
I don't think he has the ability to have a good time with.
No, you don't go to Vegas that much and do all that shit without
That's
having
on
the
his own.
ability to have a
You're
good
not
time.
providing that thrill of winning or losing for him.
Yeah,
You're sitting there bothering him.
He's a huge cigar guy. Cigar guys like to lounge and kind of chop it up.
Yeah,
so.
I could be wrong.
Anyways.
I don't know in what world it's a bad pick, though, Dave. It's Jordan.
Chicago
McConaughey.
Disgusting, honestly.
Jordan is cooler than McConaughey.
So we're
Jordan, I think you could make the argument that he's not cooler than McConaughey.
We're not assuming that they're like responsive or like having a good time.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd have fun with any of us.
I don't think so either. I don't think Teddy would have a good time with me either.
He might.
He might.
I like his Teddy Roosevelt's voice. Actually, speaking of Shane Gillis, they make fun of Teddy Roosevelt's voice.
He's supposed to sound like Mahomes, like a Mahomes style
I've
voice.
heard that,
Yeah.
I thought it was like the old school like baseball announcer videos. Yeah. Yeah.
Chief, you're
Out it, sucker. Was on the same line of thought, but a guy who would actually be fun and probably tell you all the good stories about Jordan is Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
So Charles Barkley seems like a no doubter to me. Has a pretty good reputation for drinking, and I do think he'd have probably equal stories and more willing to share them. And he's funny on TV. He's funny on little podcast clips. I think Barkley's a no doubter, and I'm putting together a big boy crew. This crew between Shane and Charles Barkley, we're putting some back.
Shane big.
This is not a crew, right? This is just one-on-one situations.
Oh, I was putting together a table.
No, I'm throwing one-on-one for me.
That changes
Because that's
everything.
different.
we never established that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure if Teddy and Mike get along. I'm not sure if Teddy was a
Probably
guy.
trying to fist fight each other.
Yeah. I don't even think Hoop was
I don't know
really
if
like
Teddy
a
would
thing.
sit down with him.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
not.
probably true.
Yeah.
Barkley's a better pick than MJ for this exact draft, though.
Teddy's
I
too
would
racist.
go to war for that.
Was he?
Teddy's probably too racist.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Wasn't he the one who invited the first black person?
He was wildly racist.
But he did invite.
He
black
might have
people.
done a couple onesies and twosies, but it does not take away.
I feel like it was like Booker T. Washington or somebody like that he invited them into it was like the first invited black person into the White House. and it was Teddy, and everyone was like, "What are you doing? How dare you disgrace the White House this way?"
Yeah, he might have done some things like that, but some of the other shit that he did was not great.
Not great. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You were correct, and it was with Teddy Roosevelt.
Was it Booker T. Washington?
You are correct.
See, I got a brain.
I think Barkley is right there with Daly, where they were very chalk picks, like they've been drafted before in other drafts. I think you got very good value there at 7 overall, though.
I think so too.
Mm-hmm.
Dana.
This is a guy that I just want to meet so bad, and I don't know if he drinks or not, but Adam Sandler is my favorite.
He was my next pick.
He was my next pick.
That's my favorite guy on planet Earth, and even if he drinks water, I just want to talk to him. I want to pick his brain for 5 minutes if I can. I love that guy. I want to talk to him about his long basketball shorts and playing pickup and friggin' what are they called? Polos. He's just my favorite actor, funniest guy, and I would love to just sit down at a bar with him.
Yeah, this was my next pick. Probably would be my number one interview too, obviously, but kind of the same vein here. I think I could just talk about his movies for 6 hours.
Yeah,
I think you could probably talk about anything, and out of everybody, well, Gillis actually has done it, but Sandler seems like you see the videos of him just showing up in Central Park hooping with random people. I think he actually might take you up on this. Small chance, but
and just think about how great you would feel, Dana, sitting at a bar with him, and he's in halfway through his third, takes the long pull off his third beer, and you tell him a little joke, and he does his little Adam Sandler laugh. Tell me you wouldn't be on the fucking moon. Dude.
I would be.
You make him laugh
tickled.
Where he leans forward to put his beer mug down a little bit. He's like, "You got me," and he's just laughing a little bit. Come on, man.
It is Happy Gilmore.
You make Adam Sandler. That should be a draft that you do. Who's the person that you want to make laugh the most?
That's a good.
That is a good one. I like that.
They are coming out with a new Happy Gilmore, I heard, with the original cast, obviously.
Yeah.
A little worried about that.
I am too.
The only thing that made me feel better, Top Gun 2, because they crushed it.
It was probably the best sequel ever.
Is the full cast even the ancillary characters still alive?
Well, Chubbs just died.
I know.
What's his name?
But Chubbs is already dead in the movie, so that's
okay.
Bill Withers?
Bill Withers, yeah.
Yeah.
Julie Bowen.
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers. Trill Weathers. Bill Withers.
Trill Weathers. Very different.
Ain't no
Carl
sunshine.
Weathers. They could have, I don't know, been in heaven with the
I suppose.
alligator.
I was talking more about, he hit the ball off my fat foot guy. Is he still kicking?
The ancillary.
That guy's dead.
That's what I
Those tall people like that don't live long, I feel like, and he was like a legit
and
giant.
you can count on.
You got to put Adam Sandler on your list next, Dana, because I got to see that. You make an Adam Sandler laugh would be an all-time video.
Dana, and
you'd be so happy after it was done. You would be so happy.
He has to be next.
Can I come to that one too?
He's not. He's fourth. I have someone third that's probably going to blow your minds, and that's who I'm picking in the 5th round when no one takes him. And you guys are probably gonna make fun of me, but
I hope it's not like fucking Rajon Rondo or something. It better
dude,
not be,
no,
right?
You're gonna laugh. I think.
What's the deal with Rondo?
Well, he's just a big Celtics fan. I hope it's just not like.
Well, there was no need to bury Rondo.
No,
like
there
that.
wasn't.
There's nothing.
I named my pit bull Rondo.
Did you?
Yeah.
It was more so about like a local Boston athlete. That's what I was saying.
It's not that. It's not that.
That's when I first started loving Barstool, was when Rondo was big for the Celtics and the "You Got Rondo" shirt came out.
Yeah.
I named my dog Rondo and taught him aggression, how to attack and bite.
Really?
If I was still in. And whenever he would knock somebody down, I'd be like, "You just got rondoed."
That's awesome.
You guys know Noah Ives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says that his friends call him Rondo because he used to just steal passes in the hallway when people would dribble balls or something. There's no way your buddies call you Rondo.
That's hard to imagine. I'll be honest.
Bad news.
I'm a big Noah guy.
That guy's dead.
He's dead as fuck.
He died in 2014.
Damn.
COVID.
COVID got him.
He was 72.
Mr. Larson.
Yeah.
74.
That's big for somebody with that big of a heart.
Yeah.
All right. I'm up. Great pick. I'm going to go with James Gandolfini.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even think ahead.
R.I.P. Obviously one of the greatest TV shows of all time. Get a lot of questions about The Sopranos the whole time. Also just kind of seemed like an interesting guy because he played that character so well. Obviously people think that's him. But from all understandings, he was like kind of a hippie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we wear like bandanas, like smoke weed, like wear like Jesus sandals and shit. Yeah. So like, I think it would be cool to kind of see.
He and Steve Van Zandt just have the same headwear.
Kinda, yeah, I guess. So yeah, Gandolfini is my pick.
I'm rewatching. I'm in midway through season 3 right now.
There was a marathon on the other day. I watched like 8 episodes.
That's what spurred it for me. It was
I
a
like
couple weeks ago.
restarting shows that I've seen 1,000 times already in like season in the middle of it. It's kind of nice.
All right. No, nothing else.
Not a Sopranos guy.
Not a Sopranos guy. Okay.
See, this is the first one I'd say where I would want it in like a nice restaurant over a glass of wine and some like eggplant parmesan.
Well,
not necessarily.
But you wouldn't want him to be a method actor because he's not going up.
But that's what I think of him.
Yeah,
and I'm sure he did that stuff.
Yeah,
Dave, you're up.
I'm gonna go with Wade Boggs.
Yeah.
He's on the I think same level as John Daly and Barkley a little bit.
Yeah.
Obviously he was an unbelievably good baseball player. 3,001 career hits, I want to say. I could be wrong there. It was 3,000 something, but his stories of drinking are legitimately legendary. They like at the end of his career, and I don't know if you know this, Dana. Have you ever heard these stories?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So have you heard these stories? Yeah.
Cross country flight. I know that.
Do you guys believe it though?
Dude, there's so many people that
you do.
I base my belief in this off of people telling the story reactions. So people will ask a random teammate of Wade Boggs, and every time they're like, I don't know, 60. Like the way they say it, it's like they're not lying. They're telling the truth right there, you know. But like he'd get pulled for a pinch runner late in his career in the 7th inning, immediately get to the clubhouse, start drinking, have 3 or 4 down. But by the time he was getting in the shower, get out of the shower, by the time the game was over, another 8 were down. Team flight from Tampa Bay to Seattle, another 15 were down on that plane. More were down on the way to the hotel. It's just like, this guy's a legend. A legend.
That guy pees too much.
And I bet you his bladder's like the size
has
of
to be,
beach
right?
ball.
That'd be miserable.
107 beers in a flight is crazy.
Where is he flying to for 107 beers?
That's what they're saying, like cross-country flights, like
Boston.
Tampa to
You guys
Seattle
pee?
or Boston.
Do you guys pee at the same time every morning, or do I have a problem?
No, I pee at the same time every morning.
I shit at the same time every morning. That's my alarm clock.
Yeah.
But like,
6:30.
I'm talking 4 a.m. I wake up and then I go back to bed. Am I too young for that?
Yeah, you're too young for that.
Yeah, I think you have a issue.
I think I do too.
You should get a colonoscopy.
Yeah. At least one finger up there, see if it stings or something.
I don't know. Let's pause again because I want to talk to you guys about Jack Black Skincare. This podcast is sponsored by Jack Black. Jack Black came out with 4 new scents of their #1 deodorant, Pit Boss.
Nice.
Their deodorant is the best at controlling odor and wetness no matter what I'm doing. And now I can have my cleanser, lotion, and antiperspirant all in my favorite scent, which is a total game changer. Jack Black's original Pit Boss deodorant is a top seller, and now you can get the same reliable odor and wetness protection in 4 new masculine scents. Big Sur offers a refreshing aroma that mixes marine accord and amber. Blue Midnight features adventurous notes of black pepper and lavender. Jackson presents a grounding blend of bamboo and violet, and Black Reserve is an elite woody formula with striking notes of cardamom and cedarwood. Any of those sound?
I'm
best
gonna be a Black Reserve guy. I can already tell. You got some over there? You gonna give it a whiff?
I do. I'm gonna give it
Throw
a whiff.
one over here.
I'm gonna give it a whiff. I got you. Here's the Pit Boss.
I feel like you should be the Pit Boss.
You think so?
Yeah.
I like that. There we go. Oh, this is no, they're all the Pit Boss. Sorry. So the black pepper and lavender here. Which one did you say you were looking at? The bamboo and violet?
Well, no, I was looking for the Black Reserve, but bamboo and violet sounds like you're gonna chill out a little bit. Let's give this a
Yeah, this smells like good stuff.
Ooh, I do like that.
Ooh, that's good stuff. So yeah, Jack Black was founded over 20 years ago with the goal of offering men's body care products that were just as effective as women's body care products. Their commitment to superior skincare has made Jack Black, according to Circana, the #1 men's body care brand by total dollar sales. If you want simple, effective products that do what they say they're going to do, you need Jack Black. Head to getjackblack.com/dogwalk and use code DOGWALK for 10% off your order and free shipping. Once again, that's getjackblack.com/dogwalk for 10% off your order plus free shipping. And make sure you use my promo code DOGWALK so they know I sent you. All right, let's get back into the draft. You're up again, Dave.
I'll save that one for the last pick because I don't think it'll. I'm gonna go with Theo Vaughn. Probably the first one that I drafted that's any attainable, actually.
He doesn't drink.
Yeah, he's sober.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Well, I don't know how it's attainable then.
Well, I mean, being in his presence and
That's fine.
like
I
lobbying.
can fall off the wagon. Fuck him.
Yeah. I'll just get him shit faced on my own.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sorry, Theo. It was a draft. You got to
Yeah.
break your little streak.
He doesn't have to drink. I'll just sip on my, 3 or 4 Miller Lights over the course of our couple hours together in our dive bar, uninhibited, unbothered, and I'll just keep lobbing him questions. He can drink whatever he wants. Doesn't necessarily have to be.
He's perfectly just like curious.
Exactly right. All these guys that I'm taking, aside from Bog so far, I'm like the curious aspect. Just like I don't like I'm taking sports out of it kind of. I'm not asking Boggs anything about his time with the Red Sox.
You just want to have interesting conversations.
Yeah, exactly.
I get that. I love Theo Vaughn. He's that's like one of the only podcasts I listen to, and he's just the best. It does suck that you probably have to feed him booze off his sober streak, but
Yeah. It's a little fucked.
I mean, you could take time back, and I'm drinking with Teddy Roosevelt. So go back to a time when Theo did drink.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there you go.
That's my
a good
spin,
record,
actually.
man.
I'll steal that spin from Chaps right there. Thank you for the assist, Chaps.
You're welcome.
Okay, it's to me. So I'm not even a diehard of this guy, even though I know a lot of people are diehards. But I want to meet the legend. I want to know more about the legendary Frank Sinatra.
Oh,
Like I want to hear from him, like why. Like I want to feel the aura.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I mean, that's a guy who touched everything.
Everything.
Yeah. Pussies, dicks, whatever.
Yeah.
He touched it all.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was touching dicks.
Oh, hell yeah.
The Rat Pack.
No, he was touching dicks.
Yeah, him and Sammy Davis used to fuck.
Really?
For real?
You never read that book?
No.
No, I want to get that rumor going, though. That'd be amazing.
Would you feel bad if it like took off and
No, they're both dead. No.
I know, but like, what if it got to his family or something?
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't want the Sinatra estate suing me.
Nah, this is a fantastic
cool with it,
pick.
but He did it his way.
I think it's so chalk that I avoided it because it was that was the first name I wrote down.
Was it?
Frankie?
Yeah, Frank Sinatra was.
But you know what I mean, though. He was before our time, so I would want to like see what the hype is about.
Well,
because this
you
is so
always-
many people's number one.
And you've always wanted to live in that time.
Yes,
Yeah.
You'd be great back then.
I think so too.
You have the good vibe for it, walking into DC or walking into Vegas and be like, hey, Eddie, what's going on?
That's where I
Roger, good to see you, my man.
have someone in that vein on my list, but I probably won't draft him.
Okay.
So yeah, Sinatra's my pick.
He ruled the world. Like he ruled the world. It's the one time I think I've seen my grandma cry. She was in Chicago. My grandparents were when he died, and I remember it goes on WGN. We were at their hotel that they were staying at, and she saw the news and just started bawling. He was like king to those people of that era.
Yep. Dana.
All right, so if I pick, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, a character in a show, I'm not picking that actor, correct?
Correct.
I'm picking the character.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go with Charlie Day from
Great pick.
Always Sunny.
So I was gonna pick the whole gang with my last pick.
I don't think you can pick a whole gang.
That's like a character in and of itself, though.
If I could take the whole gang, I'll take the whole gang.
I want to
I'm
get
a
fucked up with
steal
the whole gang. That's my point. But
All right,
Yeah,
well, I'm going to take the
But
1993
my favorite
Ford
out of the
F.
gang would like to drink with would probably be Charlie.
I feel like that's you're up to no good. You'll be huffing glue before you know it.
that's fine.
Like, why not? You don't try it once. And the scene of him was when he's just sitting there when Mac gets back, or Dennis or whoever, and he's sitting there with like 18 empty beers next to him and a pizza box. Like, that's me. I just get too full and too drunk to speak, and I want a partner in crime.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take Charlie Day.
You're basically going to be Frank. That's what you want.
Yeah. Yes. Gargling my beers.
Gargling your beers, sleeping in the same bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take Charlie.
I love it. He's the funniest character in the show for my money. It's such a perfect pick. He is such a scumbag. His like little plots to bang the waitress it's the funniest thing on TV, I think.
Yeah.
And she always kind of falls for it too. Like, are you serious this time? And he's like, yeah, I am. And it never is. I love him. Perfect pick.
Thank you, Dave.
Chief.
I'm doing one that we've done. We did our first day on the job, the bus trip back from Notre Dame, taking Roenick. So Roenick was always like my guy when I was a kid. And then we got to have a case of beers with him on the way back from South Bend, which somehow took 4 hours, and it was awesome.
It was.
I remember because we had that traffic jam, and I'm like, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, this is the first time I've ever been happy to be sitting in traffic.
Yeah.
Because it like doubled the amount of time we were with Roenick, and he was just letting it loose. He told some awesome stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Told some great Jordan stories.
Yeah.
Told some great Chelio stories. Like, it was
Some
awesome.
great hymn stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sick.
So JR, it like lived up to the hype, and I like can't wait to do it again. So I want him on this team.
I like it.
It's a good pick.
Chaps.
I'm going to go with who I think has the most accomplished resume in the history of America. I'm going to go with H.W. Bush. Used to be the director of the CIA, was a World War II fighter pilot that got shot down, president. He was in the House. His dad was a big-time businessman. The new Kennedys, essentially. I'm going H.W.
What would you ask him?
Tell me about Dulles.
How many people did you kill?
Yeah, why did we overthrow so many governments in the 1950s?
What would you ask him, Dana?
I was going to ask a dumb question, but I might as well just ask it. He's the one before.
Yes.
Yeah, the dad, yeah.
Dad.
Okay. I don't know. I don't have that question.
All right.
I was not following politics then, and I don't really follow now, so I don't really have a question.
Dana, here, I'll help you out, though. Just go through his Wikipedia page and see everything he's had his hands in, and in a 2-minute read, you'll be like, I get it. And I think it's an awesome pick. Him or his kid, I think.
I think it's a terrible pick because I think he would lie to you about everything.
Everybody's telling the truth.
You're assuming truth here.
Yeah, this is the assumption of truth.
Your subject and the fly in the wall.
Because Roenick stories wouldn't be good if he was lying.
Yeah, but he just lets it rip.
You don't think a CIA director knows how to let it rip?
I don't. I think he
That's
gets that
crazy.
buttoned up.
He's being a hater.
I am being a hater. I don't like the Bushes. I'm being a hater.
The Bushes are evil people.
Yeah.
Very much so. However, I think it would be an interesting conversation. If you could extract... Why were we all buddy with Saddam Hussein until the last second, and then we decided to
Why
go
did you
direct?
fight to get Saddam's son into school at a Lackland Air Force Base in Texas whenever you were going to overthrow his government 15
ton
years
of awesome
later?
questions you could ask him.
Yeah, I mean, there's that thing of Donald Rumsfeld talking about how great Saddam was in like 1988.
Yeah.
And then 3 years later, it's like, and then his reaction was, isn't that interesting? Like it's like they always know. They always
Those
know.
neocons.
Yeah.
What's his approval rating?
HW? Well, he didn't get reelected.
Reelected, yeah.
So, but that was Ross
For Trump,
Perot.
he was the last one to not get Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Not a fan.
No, I'm not either, but
to each their
it
own.
would be a interesting conversation. I think it's a great pick. I had his kid on the list for the same reasons, basically.
Yeah.
I think
They've taken a lot of sober people, apparently.
George, he's sober?
Yeah.
No,
He's a born again Christian.
I don't care about sobriety. I think did he go to Yale or Princeton? He was
Yale.
like, Yale.
Yeah.
He's in the Stonecutters, right? Or whatever it's called.
That was the fictional.
Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones.
Stonecutters was the fictional
From The Simpsons. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was not in that.
Chaps, up again.
Next, I'm going to go with who I think is the funniest person ever to step foot on this beloved planet, and that's Robin Williams.
Ooh.
I like it.
I think you'd just be in stitches the whole fucking night.
Yeah.
Be hilarious.
Yeah,
Do you think he can chill?
That was my only. That's why he's so far down.
Yeah.
Because I think if I knew for sure, I'm getting like, I don't want him at the bottom of his depression, but I want him like 3 or 4 rungs up from the bottom. So he's a little bit chill, but he's not like crazy chill.
I did hear a story. I don't know if this is true, but he had Parkinson's, and that's why he decided to
Oh, I never heard that.
I know.
There's a lot of rumors on his death.
Yeah.
There was rumors that it wasn't even suicide. That
Oh, really?
it was like a, I don't know,
Like foul play thing?
Cocktail or something.
no, like a fetish thing, like a
That was a
jerking off with
movie.
the belt.
There was a
Was
movie
it?
that he was in that was like that.
Was that it?
World's
Maybe.
Best Dad, I think it was called.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
but it was his son that like died from suicide from jerking off with a
Belt.
it was like a belt or a tie on his neck, and he slipped, and that's how he passed.
You ever try that?
Jerking off with a belt around my neck?
Yeah.
Not yet. My wife's out of town though.
I got a buddy who swears by it.
Can I ask a question? What is the appeal of that?
Apparently,
What is the
when
appeal?
you get like the endorphin rush is insane, and your orgasm is like 1,000 times better.
It's like the
What?
neck version of having like a cock ring.
Why can't you just come? Just come to come.
Just come.
Yeah.
Poke yourself.
Yeah.
Just come.
That's true. Coming
from the guy who stuck a beer bong up his ass.
All right, that has nothing to do with coming. I didn't do it to feel good,
Then why'd you do it?
to feel drunk. Which I guess does make you feel good. Yeah. But I didn't do it for that.
Is that actually true? That gets you drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
If you do it correctly, yeah.
Coffee enemas get you caffeined up. That's why they do it.
What?
That's just like medicine, like pain medication that goes up your ass.
Yeah, that's true, I guess. I thought that was just like a little joke from Jackass.
I mean, I wasn't doing the Steve-O, but
How many beers
was
did
like-
you shove up there?
I think it was three.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
3 beers?
You are a foul little boy.
I mean, this was college. Shit happens. Who knows? Had to make the boys laugh somehow.
Can you talk about it more?
What do you want to know?
Because I missed like the original story. So you and your buddies were like, I dare you to do this?
So freshman year, I think we just had like 5 beers. We had such a hard time finding beers. So like, we just need to get drunk somehow. And I was like, I heard butt funneling's a thing that gets you drunk. And they're like, wait, will you actually do that? And this was like 2 months into college. So I'm just trying to like make people laugh. So I did it. And I actually shit right away.
Yeah.
So it like didn't even have an effect. And then senior year, where they're like, we got to run it back. Like it was the day before graduation. Like, we got to do it again for old time's sake. So then we ran it, and that time it actually worked, and I was pretty
Really?
buzzed off.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
Just 3 beers
It's
and then
supposed
you
to
were
be
hammered?
like super dangerous because it can't go through your liver, kidneys, or anything, I guess.
Yeah, there was like a big announcement. I forget what college it was. It might have been Boston College, where they put out like a informational that for women to stop soaking their vodka in tampons in vodka because they were shoving it up there, and next thing you know, they were hammered, and they were like, "Please stop doing this."
Yeah.
Damn.
Please. Vodka tampons.
That's
One of my first blogs, I think.
with vodka tampons?
Mm-hmm. That Dude Wipes has vodka tampon articles on their website. I'm looking at it right now.
Mm-hmm. Gotta
Damn.
be careful.
The old butt funnel.
Yes, sir.
Did your buddies help you stick it in, or did you do that yourself?
Yeah, there was a buddy that was. I can't.
What are we
There's
doing?
one
Like
buddy-
triangles?
There's one buddy spreading. There's one buddy entering.
Yeah, hell yeah, brother.
Jesus Christ.
It didn't. It wasn't a far penetration. It was just enough.
Just enough's too much.
Let's pause again to talk about Cars.com. Do you want a trustworthy dealership reviews from shoppers like you? Cars.com offers the latest research, shopping tools, and dealership reviews to help every shopper find the perfect car. Shop by monthly payment or filter by features to find the cars that fit your budget and needs.
Yeah, it's an absolute no-brainer. Stop in there, get all the research done, find the car that works for you.
Like, if you're in the car market, I don't get why you'd leave at a certain point. Do all your research and try to figure out everything you can do online.
Yep.
And that starts with
Check
Cars.com.
those price points.
Yeah. There's so many tough parts of buying a car. Cars.com is here to make it a lot
It's
easier.
one of the most intimidating. I would actually say buying a car is more intimidating than buying a house.
In
I think
some
it
ways,
is.
yeah. In some ways, for sure. So cars.com is your spot to go. Visit cars.com and start exploring your next possibility today. One more time, that's cars.com. Go do it, and let's get back into this thing. Chief, you're up.
I'll after Buffalo, I'll take JFK for all the reasons that Chap said, without any of like the CIA shit, except for
I'm just thinking of JFK butt funnel.
He probably would.
I think he would. He was a guy who would party.
Oh yeah,
He would party, war hero, all that kind of stuff. I'm sure he's got great stories.
You definitely want dead JFK, though,
Why?
because I want to hear what he thinks happened.
Well, his head's obliterated.
Yeah.
Well, he's dead.
Yeah,
But
I think
that's the
they know.
point.
I think they know.
I don't want to be dead. I don't want to sit at a
Well,
bar
if,
with his head split open.
No, he doesn't look like that.
Oh,
But he can see the Zapruder film same as everyone else.
Yeah, and you could be like, dude, like,
Let's
what do
break
you
this
think
down.
happened?
Yeah.
Yes.
He probably.
do you think that'd be the most viral video? Having JFK break down his assassination?
Yeah,
Like-
I'd
like
say.
it's
Tough to beat that.
Yeah.
You could probably do that with AI now.
Maybe having Jesus break down his game film too.
We should have who is Brandon Thorne?
Yeah, the
We should
offensive
have
line guy.
JFK AI breaking down the Zapruder film like he's Brandon Thorne.
Our guy Darren Ravel would be all over that.
Oh
Do you
yeah,
remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that TikTok would go crazy.
It would blow up.
Yeah,
Yeah. But I am fascinated with the Kennedys, and he has like the war stories. He's got the Hollywood stories, all that kind of stuff. So he'll have Sinatra stories for you too. So JFK, 4th round.
All right. Dana, you're back.
I got two people here. I think I'm going to pander a little bit to the Christian crowds and just go with Jesus. I'm not even a religious guy. I just want to have that visual of sitting at a bar with Jesus. I think that'd be cool.
he's only got 33 years of stories though.
Yeah.
Very, very fair.
Young life.
Yeah.
Alpha and the Omega, though.
Well, you can't talk about the one.
Yeah.
Gives up the whole Trinity
Whole
ruse.
shebang, Yeah. That's what would be one of my questions.
The Trinity. What's the deal with it?
I've never understood it.
Put
Isn't it all the
JC on the
same?
board.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy he's got some drinking history.
Yeah, except it was fermented, I've heard.
No, that's not true. There's different
That
words.
was a random guy holding the Jesus sign told me
Yeah.
that, so I believe him.
There's different words in the Greek Aramaic for that.
What are they?
I don't know what the Greek words are, but there is two. There's one that's juice that's not fermented, and there's one that's wine. And there's actually a third one on top of that, the choice wine, and that's the one that Jesus used. So when he made water into wine, it wasn't like bottom shelf shit. It was top shelf shit. That's the reason why the whole party went nuts. It was like bringing out Dom.
Damn.
Wow.
Good guy. Well, if you're going to perform miracles, you might as well go all the way.
Right.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing out barefoot whenever,
Yeah.
whenever you can have Josh wine?
Right?
Not doing Boone Farm.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Jesus.
I mean, if you run out of money, he can just, perform miracles and turn more water into booze.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
I should have. Yeah, never mind.
Or
do you
make
feel-
your butthole just a little bit less sensitive for when you're funneling.
yeah.
Be a miracle.
Yeah.
There might be
Could I have chosen God?
Well, that's a whole theological debate, Dan.
Yeah.
You might have.
How much time do you have for that answer?
Some would say you might have. In fact, I think like 2.3 billion people would say that.
Yeah.
Would
So
have been a great pick for the graphic.
did those thorns hurt when they were digging into your scalp?
That's what you would ask him?
I don't know, among other things.
I think he'd be like,
would there be
yeah, dude.
yeah,
It hurt really fucking bad, yo.
would there be too much morality though?
Yeah, you'd be
Well, hey.
nervous because you get liquored up. You start telling some inappropriate story. You're not sure.
Yeah,
if you
but
should-
then he can just
Can you
be
say
like-
pussy or do you have to say vagina?
Yeah, then he just
you
dumps a
don't-
little water on you and you're forgiven.
Yeah, he'll just forgive your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
would
do
be
you
nice.
think he'd be a good wingman?
No. Terrible wingman.
How do we know?
Because he's not trying to lead us into temptation.
Fact. I also
What if he finds you? You're like
hold
future
on,
wife.
though. Hold on. Well, that's a different story. I don't want any women in this bar.
No.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
This is like Augusta.
This is This is anti.
Condoleezza Rice only.
Yeah, right.
I have one woman on my board.
I have one. And I've
Well,
embarrassed.
you're up, Ed.
What?
You gonna take a woman?
I'm considering her in the 5th round, and it like Dana's. I think it'll throw everyone off.
Go take Hillary.
All right, Jesus off the board.
Did you not have Jesus? I had Jesus.
I didn't actually.
I didn't have Jesus.
I had Jesus.
You did, Chaps?
No.
No. I'm up. In the theme of my interests, I'm going to go with Al Capone. Not only do you get the mobster aspect, but you get the old school Chicago aspect, which I'm obviously very interested in as
You
well.
got a fucking theme going here, dude.
No.
This is going to be an omerta type of.
I got a wrestler. I got a true blue mobster from Chicago. I have
A fake mobster.
the greatest entertainer ever, maybe.
with heavy mob ties.
And then, yeah, okay. And then I got a guy who was the star of the best show ever.
Also, mafia.
Yeah, but
Eddie's got to do his drinks in Cicero.
that's fine. That's fine with me. Yeah, Capone. You wouldn't want to pick Capone's brain?
Nah.
I've seen that beginning of what's the Costner movie?
Oh, the
Untouchable.
The Untouchables,
Mm-hmm.
where he just takes a baseball bat to some guy's head at a dinner party, and it's like, you know what? That's not the vibe I'm going for. Yeah.
Likewise, I don't care to drink with Al Capone.
All right. White Sox, Dave.
I did just finish the episode this morning of Peaky Blinders, where they outsourced to Al Capone to beat that what's his name, Luca Changretta.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking sweet.
It's a nice move.
Quite the cliffhanger there. Yes. My pick.
Yes.
I got two. Okay, I'm gonna go with Anthony Bourdain.
I had him on mine. Great pick.
That's a good pick.
Just, I mean, he's been everywhere, seen everything, unbelievably cultured. I think he'd just be great to talk to. I know it's not necessarily like a funny pick for this draft per se, but I would would have loved that opportunity.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be very hard to have a bad conversation with Anthony.
I agree. And he is, like, if you watch his shows over the years, he is a guy that has no problem getting scuzzy with you either.
Yep.
Like, he'll have a beer, he'll have street meat, he doesn't, it's not all like highfalutin kind of pricey meals. So I think he'd be a good one.
Good pick. You're up again.
I'm going to be transparent with you guys. I do not know who that is.
You don't know who Anthony Bourdain is?
The
I'm not
famous chef guy that used to travel around the world.
Parts unknown. He just
You know him if you
committed
saw him.
suicide as well. 4-ish years
I think it was
ago.
longer
Yeah,
ago than that.
maybe longer, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like 6.
I'm not really in the know with a lot of big
Destination
names.
Unknown.
It's not like a
Reservation.
sexy pick, but if you knew who he was, you'd be like, yeah, that's an easy answer. Just because he's been everywhere and seen everything. Can give you a perspective on probably anything you ask him about, you know? And I'm going to wrap it up with Babe Ruth, George Herman Ruth. At least wrap up my part of the draft.
That'd be fun.
Fuck yeah.
Hot dogs and
Beers and
beer.
hot dogs.
Yeah.
Talk about, Murderers Row, 27 Yankees. Kind of like he started modern baseball. His teams did. Obviously my favorite sport. I wish I loved it like I used to. That'll change one day again. But Babe Ruth, what do you guys think?
I think it's a good pick, especially for your interest.
Yeah.
You're a baseball guy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like it, huh?
No, because I do like it, but I'm going to take one Dave hates that's very similar. I'm going to take Derek Jeter. Just because I need to know more about the Jeter Diamond.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't hate that. I don't hate that pick.
Okay.
I thought he was annoying as a baseball player, but I don't hate the human. I think he's awesome.
This smells like the Jordan pick to me.
That
Like
too,
he
though.
wouldn't open
Too
up.
buttoned up and like
it's like
executive.
and even more so. Like I feel like if you were sitting at a table and Jeter and Brady were there, I don't think that's that good of a time.
I think Jeter would be more of a better hang than Brady.
Oh, I disagree.
I don't know about that.
I think
Really?
Brady would be
Yeah.
a better time.
You
yeah.
think so?
Yeah.
I think the worst
I've never
of the three
seen
would
Jeter
probably
do
be
anything
MJ.
where I'm like, that's cool. Like that seems fun.
I just think Jeter.
Minus the gift basket thing. That
Yeah,
seems
like
cool.
ask him about that. I want to hear all about the diamond. You know,
I don't know if I know.
give me the play-by-play of you and Minka Kelly. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Well, you don't know the diamond, the
I don't
Jeter
think so. I
Diamond?
don't think so.
Really?
Yeah, what is it?
It's all the girls that he's dated. And
Like like
Yes.
Mariah Carey. Like,
yes, exactly.
yeah.
He's Mariah Carey out of all those names. So Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Make
the
it-
diamond.
yes,
He was
exactly.
on the diamond.
Whatever happened to Minka Kelly, by the way.
Don't turn your nose up at Mariah Carey.
She
Mid-90s.
was
That's ridiculous. Eddie.
She was
That was
catcher on that for a reason.
Mariah Carey in the 90s was,
Rocket.
yeah.
Right, Rocket, but
That song. What was the music video? They're at like the camp.
You'll always be a part of me.
She was
Yeah.
catcher on that for a reason. No, Minka Kelly was catcher.
And Minka Kelly is like,
Mariah Carey was
might be my
left field.
number one.
She should be lucky to be in the same breath as Mariah Carey.
Minka Kelly.
Yeah.
What?
I love
Physical
Minka Kelly.
attractiveness.
No,
I
Minka-
disagree.
I think attractiveness, sure, but overall, like
Yeah,
fame
well,
wise,
yeah,
Mariah beats her.
Let me
dick.
break down this lineup
Okay.
and tell you why saying Mariah was crazy. So DH is Tyra Banks. Catcher was
I
Minka-
used to jerk off to Tyra Banks all the time. I came into my room when I was like in probably 7th grade, and there was on my bed was a Victoria's Secret magazine that had been absolutely graffitied on by my dick.
I'm pretty
You're
sure I've
such a
jerked off to
pervert.
Tyra Banks too.
Do you
Almost
agree?
positive.
Do you agree
Oh
with
yeah,
her?
Tyra Banks all time titties.
You don't like her in the field, slide her in at the 4-hole, maybe just a power hitter, DH.
No, she's DH, and yeah, she's Edgar Martinez.
So catcher is Minka Kelly. First base is Jordana Brewster. Second base is Adriana Lima. Shortstop
I remember that.
Scarlett Johansson. Third base Vanessa Manolo. Pitcher is Hannah Davis. Left field is Mariah Carey. Center field is Jessica Alba. Right field is Jessica Biel.
That's ridiculous.
It's tough.
I mean,
it's
a good
great,
lineup.
great outfield.
I can just lob that
Yeah.
at him and just talk shop. He was also the king of the city, which is arguably the biggest epicenter of the world from, 95 to 2015.
15 or whatever.
Yeah.
He met probably everyone that came in and out in there. He's got a story about almost everyone, I bet you.
I just fucked up so bad. I'll talk about him
Okay.
in honorable mention.
So, yeah, Jeter, I'm happy with Jeter pick. I think
It's a good pick.
culturally,
I don't think it's a good pick.
you don't think it's, you think
Lots of guys have sex with hot girls.
now,
Basically, everyone on
Not
this
that
list.
many.
not that many.
You just know about them.
You
think JFK didn't have?
Sure.
Marilyn
Oh, sure,
Monroe.
JFK, but
Yeah.
But the coxman and the athlete and talking sports factor is
Yeah. I just don't think he'd do it. I think he'd be kind of a stick in the mud.
Yeah,
All right.
I
stick in
tend
the
to
mud.
agree with that.
Dana, I'm pumped to hear this.
I think you'll appreciate this. This was if Stone Cold happens, he's coming up next. This is my white whale, one of one I want to meet. It's Beetlejuice.
Fuck yeah.
I love
That's a
Beetlejuice.
great pick.
He is my favorite person. I can sit down and watch his clips and laugh every single time. I just want to sit down, talk shop with Beetlejuice, have a couple Miller Lights, and just
gosh, if there's not a video of Dana with Beetlejuice and Adam Sandler having beers together, I'm gonna myself. You got 1 year.
love him.
You're going to have to talk him out of kicking everyone's ass, though. I mean, everybody that walks by. Yeah.
I'll kick his
He's gonna
ass.
kick my ass.
I need to take a picture with him.
Beetlejuice the best. From
That's a great pick, Dana.
Yeah.
from when I was at Stern, like that's one of the biggest regrets is not getting to meet Beetlejuice.
He's had like a little bit of a resurgence lately, right?
Well, that's what's crazy. We were talking about it. How many people know Beetlejuice is like the guy from TikTok or the guy from social media? You don't know who he is?
I didn't know who he was. I thought you were talking about legit Beetlejuice.
Oh,
No.
Oh, I thought we were
no,
talking.
no.
Either Beetlejuice is fine with me.
Oh,
I thought you were talking about
Oh.
fictional.
I recognize him, but I don't.
No, Howard
we're not
Stern.
talking Michael
Yeah.
Keaton.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
talking Howard Stern, Beetlejuice.
Is that who you're talking about, Dana?
Yep. Leonard. I think his name's Leonard. Is it Leonard?
Lester.
Lenny?
His name's Lester.
Lester.
I fall down those
Lester.
TikTok little rabbit holes with him a lot. Like when he
Dude.
when he gets dropped off at his house and he's like, "I'm gonna miss you." I'll miss you too, man.
Howard Stern.
They're like driving in the car, and he's saying how he's never gonna drink again, and then his buddy's like, "Hey, you want to go to the bar, have a couple of shots?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll have some shots."
Hey, Beetlejuice, what number is between 3 and 5? Probably about 13.
13. Yeah. How you
I got to go down a rabbit hole now?
Oh my god,
Dude, it's the best.
Beat,
You know,
pretty good.
It's too
pretty
similar.
good.
Like the way that they talk and like their humor and how they interject just like the most random shit. Theo Von and Beetlejuice are very close together. Like the way that they make jokes, it's pretty close.
There's something there. They're the same tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just go off on tangents that you just don't see
I've
coming.
heard
You're
that
like,
he's
what?
just in like Georgia and he's very accessible. Like he just walks around town.
Yeah,
and
it's
you
Beetle.
kind of go say what's up to him whenever. So
Have you ever heard a song? This is Beetle.
who's the other Beetlejuice? Which one are you guys talking
From the
about?
movie, Michael Keaton.
Yeah. Like
Oh no.
That would be
No.
amazing though too.
I'm like, all right.
That's how Beetlejuice, your Beetlejuice, got his name.
Bad as can be.
I only know and respect one Beetlejuice in this world.
No, love that.
He's the best. Spell red. F-A-C-L.
STL.
I love those.
Good job, Beetle. You're absolutely correct. I knew it. Would you beat Mayweather? How do we kick Mayweather's ass? How do we kick Mayweather's ass? What do you mean? There's a great video of
Fuck, now I have to follow that up.
There's a great video of him trying to work a Keurig machine. Have you ever seen that, Dana?
Yes, dude.
It's one of my
I've seen
favorites.
every clip.
Yeah. He's trying to like work. He's like, I don't know how to work this piece of shit. And then like someone comes up and he tries to like pick him up. He's like, ah! And he like freaks out when Richard tries to pick him up. It's so funny.
Did you ever see him when you worked at Stern?
No, he was Stern's kind of phased out the whack pack a lot. Beetlejuice still calls in once in a while, but I don't even think he had a call in while I was there, unfortunately. I talked to a lot of the other whack packers, but I mean, Beats the GOAT. I would argue it's like neck and neck with him and Eric the Midget, but Beats awesome.
So you'd imagine just a conversation between Jesus and Beetlejuice at Dana's table.
I got to talk to my guy JD. JD's a listener.
How would that conversation go, Ed?
What? Dana and Beat?
No, between Jesus and Beetlejuice.
Oh my God.
Dave, you have to go down a rabbit hole.
I legit, I'm like, Beetle. I'm like trying to think of your rationale.
I'm like shocked you don't know who he is.
I don't think I've ever watched 1 second of Stern that's not me watching the Sibian when I was like 12.
Hell yeah.
Have you ever seen Scary Movie 2?
Yeah, I've seen all this. They
I know
blend
you have.
together though.
You know when
Yeah.
they cut Marlon Wayans' brain open and it's
Yeah.
like, this your brain on weed? That's Beetlejuice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Beetlejuice. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I recognize him once I Googled it. Like, I recognize him.
Yeah.
But I never seen his
Oh, dude.
shit. Yeah.
Love the pick.
Great
Chief-
pick.
Chief, you're up.
I don't know. I'll just go Churchill. My list is getting pretty late at this point. But that's a guy who likes to drink. He'll definitely have good stories too. Inflated stories. He'll be great.
His voice, though, would get old after a second.
And he-
Kind of like Teddy. In a way.
His voice never bothered me. You just don't like an English accent?
His is like the Teddy Roosevelt version of an English accent, like really, really drawn out. I mean, I'm basing this all off of what I've seen in movies, like very not.
I mean, you've
fictional.
heard probably the audio clips of
Today's history.
Yeah, exactly. Is he talking like that the entire
I don't
time?
think so. I think that was more about like the microphones.
Like the
No, it was definitely the style of speech.
Yeah?
I think that's
Because
just the
of
rhetoric.
microphone.
That,
Like that's the reason why they would talk. Today, we are the most lucky people to ever walk this earth.
a day
pretty
that
good.
will
Yeah.
live
That's
in
really
infamy. Yeah.
All right, witty.
I used to do the Simply Safe ad reads like that.
That's him.
The best home security.
Chapsy, Mr. Irrelevant.
All right.
Or Mrs.
I'm going to go with Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just got some great, great stories. I really want to get into North Korea with that fella.
That'd be something.
Do you think you'd make it back from North Korea?
I'd actually want to start my night off, have like 3 or 4 beers with Mike, and then once I've had enough of Mike, send Michael on his way and be like, all right, now you were overhearing all this shit. Dennis, give me the real scoop.
So I was going to say my issue with this pick is the overlap between Stories and Michael and Dennis, but I feel they could be at the same place at the same time and they would have totally two different
Wildly,
stories.
yeah.
You get the whole, you might get the full picture.
Yeah.
I also had, oh no, That was the last pick, right?
That was the last pick. You want to do honorable mentions?
Yeah.
All right.
I also had one from Always Sunny. It was Danny DeVito
Yeah.
Okay.
because he'd be fun.
The real person or the character?
The real person.
Okay.
Because I'd want
Either or.
I'd want the background stories of what was happening on Always Sunny.
Yeah.
And I feel like he would be the best at retelling some of those great stories.
You got any other honorable mentions?
Yeah.
Robin's a good pick too, I think.
I don't want to do it because he could drink a lot. I want to do it just because I'd be blown away by his presence, and that's another wrestler in Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
I just want to see what it looks like.
How big was he actually?
Yeah, like how big was that fella?
Well, do you? I know who he is actually. How big was he?
I don't know.
I mean,
I know what he's listed
like-
at.
Yeah, what was he listed at?
I think he's listed at like 7'1", 380, 390
Something like that,
pounds. Yeah.
Big fella.
Big.
Any more?
Who was the Big
Ric
Show?
Flair.
What was he?
Ric Flair?
Yeah.
A lot of wrestlers.
Yeah.
I think wrestlers, like you said, are just great conversationalists.
I bet hockey players are up there too.
Greg
Out of
Maddux
all
is
the,
on my
Yeah.
list.
he's a cunt by all accounts.
I don't mind that.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought he was just like a jokester, prankster.
Yeah, I think
Pisses
he's
in
a-
hot tubs and shit.
yeah.
like an asshole.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. That's all you got?
And Tiger.
Tiger? It's a good pick. Dave, you want to run through your list?
Dave Chappelle,
Okay.
Timberlake, Woody Harrelson, Hank Hill, John Mayer,
Hank Hill's a good one.
Tyrion Lannister, Brian Griffin, Rachel McAdams. So I heard that Rachel McAdams, when she's in Chicago filming whatever, she'll just throw on a baseball cap and just go chill at Kingston Mines and listen to music.
I think that was like an old story, but
Yeah.
I've heard that.
Theo, wait about Paul Rudd, Hawk Harrelson, Rick Hahn for obvious reason based on today, Russell Case, the guy from Independence Day, David Palmer from 24, Cousin Eddie from Vacation.
I'm pissed you didn't pick him.
You had one
And then-
that you would always say, but then he's been recently in the news.
Yeah, Dave
Jeffrey
Grohl.
Epstein.
Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
But so
Is that it?
then the one, it wouldn't have been one though. I would have tried to figure it out. Matt Stone, Trey Parker.
Okay. Yeah.
So when the Broken Lizard guys came into our office, they said something that stuck with me. I'll never forget this. You know who the Broken Lizard guy is, Dana?
I do not.
So they're the like comedy troupe. They did
They made Beer Fest and Super
and
Troopers.
Super Troopers and all those movies. It's the Indian guy and then like Farva, his fat friend, and then all those guys.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
They came into our office before we moved into this office, and they're like, dude, it's awesome. We're like just famous enough where we get invited to all the famous shit, like the mega A-list shit, but we're not, we can go grocery shopping or go to a bar because we're not famous enough where people are bothering us, really, you know? So I think that's what Matt Stone and Trey Parker would be, and those guys just seem like they would let it rip too. Because they're mega famous and probably have seen all the shit, but they're not like...
They're a lot more famous than that, though.
They are, yes. But their faces aren't
Yeah.
always
I know.
out there,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah, I don't think they're making like, oh shit, like
Yes.
we're
Right.
Yeah.
They could walk down the street and most people wouldn't know them.
Yeah. Who was your woman? You didn't say her?
Rachel McAdams.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you did. My apologies. I'll say her last. You go, Chief.
I don't really have any. I like the idea of Cillian Murphy getting an Irish guy, and if I were a celebrity, I'd want to be like, what do you know about Cillian Murphy? Absolutely fucking nothing. Like, he's intentional, like doesn't do any like that.
Hollywood.
But he probably still knows all the stuff, but he's just an Irish lad who likes to drink. So he was on my list. I had Mark Twain, I had Chappelle, Peyton Manning, Belichick, but nothing like.
Nah, Belichick. Nah.
I think Belichick's kind of funny.
Yeah, he might be.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The only lady I had on mine was Queen Elizabeth II
Okay.
because I bet she knows some shit.
She probably does.
Dana.
I only had the only ones that didn't get taken were Homer and Peter Griffin, just two booze bags cartoons.
That's good.
That's the only ones that weren't on my list. Yep.
I have 5 left. I have Steve Bartman.
Yeah, great pick.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with the guy. Chevy Chase, just to see if he actually is an asshole or not.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
just poke the bear,
Yeah.
see what's up there.
I don't want you to do that because I don't want to really hate him. And if he's mean to you, that'll happen.
Okay.
It'd be Bernstein.
Yeah, he'd be Bernstein.
Yeah.
Steve Wynn.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas win. Yeah.
Like, how do you build a casino?
Yeah.
Right? Like, I have so many questions for
You
that
need
guy.
like $30 billion.
But like, still, how much does like all that shit that goes into it?
Yeah.
Like, what? Tell me about the profitable games. Tell me about why this is here, why that's there. I would have a blast with that because I love casinos. Shout out to Dana. I got David Bakhtiari.
Let's go, dude.
And tomorrow's episode, we actually talk about that whole saga.
Really? With who?
Joey Avery is a comedian.
He's like friends.
He's like friends with the Bakhtiari family. And I was like, I'll forever laugh at that guy because I still joke around with Dana about the whole Bakhtiari situation. Like how often have we talked Bakhtiari?
Yeah, every time. And every time I bring the name up, you get the wheezy laugh.
Dude, it's great.
That's when you know it's a good story, when Eddie does the wheezy.
It's great. All right, my last one, the woman who I think legitimately has like the best story to tell is Katie Holmes.
Oh, because of Tom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, if anyone knows the actual dark depths of Tom Cruise, which you can't talk about Tom Cruise without talking about all the weird Scientology shit, it's Katie Holmes.
And she's never
talked.
Yeah, but
like,
she's like, I had to get my kid out of there.
Like, she has to be the #1 interview for, like, everything. Right?
No. Everything?
For, like,
not
everything pop culture.
I think you jumped the shark there.
I
mean, think if you go, I hate that look of disappointment that you just had right then.
What?
Where the way that you're looking at me, I think it's the first time you looked at me that way. I don't enjoy it, like being on this side, but I don't know if she would.
I don't know, man. People love Tom Cruise, the biggest movie star.
This makes a ton of sense for Eddie.
Yeah, I would love to listen to the interview, but I'm not sure.
You should have stopped like where you said like more than anybody in the, or however you phrase.
Well, I meant like pop culture. Obviously, she wouldn't be more than who's like an actual.
She was one of my very first like celebrity crushes.
Dawson's Creek.
Yeah. Joey.
I don't want to wait.
Yeah.
I was a Jennifer Love Hewitt guy for a long time.
I love her too.
As
Party of
was I.
5.
I'd love to hear all about it.
Geller.
Dynamite heavy.
She never did it for me that much, except for in the was it not Wild Thing?
Who?
What's the other name of it?
Denise Richards?
What's the movie where she's in high school?
Cruel Intentions.
Yeah, Cruel Intentions. Fantastic.
She's fucking
Who, Sarah
so
Michelle
hot.
Gellar?
Yeah, that one.
When she did the little tongue thing?
Yeah, Buffy never did it for me though.
No.
You're insane.
Crazy that her and Freddie Prinze Jr. has been married for like 20 years.
Have a great life together. It looks like. I follow her on Instagram. Just looks like a normal, great family.
Good for them.
Yeah. I don't think she does anything anymore. She's just his mom. Good for her.
All right. I'll read these off. We'll vote who had the draft that was the weakest, who won't be on this week's poll. White Sox Dave, Matthew McConaughey, Wade Boggs, Theo Vaughn, Anthony Bourdain, Babe Ruth. Eddie, Stone Cold Steve Austin, James Gandolfini, Frank Sinatra, Al Capone, Derek Jeter. Dana, John Daly, Adam Sandler, Charlie Day, Jesus, Beetlejuice. Chief, Shane Gillis, Charles Barkley, Jeremy Roenick, JFK, Winston Churchill. Chaps, Theodore Roosevelt, Michael Jordan, George H.W. Bush, Robin Williams, Dennis Rodman. Write it down. And we could let her rip. Whenever you're ready, Beersy, lead us off.
1 sec.
Unless if you want to lead us off, Chief. WSD. He votes for WSD. Chief, who you got?
I voted for Chaps. Sorry to say.
Okay, 1 for Chaps, 1 for WSD. Chaps, who you got?
White Sox Dave.
Okay, that's 2 for White Sox Dave. White Sox Dave, who you got?
I also got Ed.
All right. I voted for you. You were gone. That's 3
Damn,
for White
I didn't
Sox
think
Dave.
Dave's was bad other than having
Ed's an idiot.
Oh, so 3 people voted for you, but you come at me. Explain it.
Because you are. I'm.
credit to Dave for not voting for Chaps to
I could have done
Could have
that too.
tied it up.
That's why you're supposed to fucking write it down.
I also.
So there's no cheating in the process.
I agree, but he could have cheated and he didn't.
Because of the last pick, or the last draft when you took the national anthem. That's not is the national anthem a pump up song?
That's not why I voted for you. I didn't like your draft.
You didn't know the
least favorite.
songs. That's not my fault. Do what I did. I had them. I was listening to the ones I didn't know.
Okay.
Is the national anthem a pump up song?
It depends if you're playing. I think it is.
If you hear it, are you getting pumped up, Dana?
If I'm playing the game, if not, no.
Well, I love this country, so yes.
Yeah. Dave hates America so much.
I don't hate
Jeez.
the United States. I love the United States.
Crazy.
We got our issues, but
Many issues. Ed doesn't even know what the issues are.
All right. It's all my fault. Dave didn't make it. Anything else, guys?
Nah.
No? Chaps?
Beetlejuice, if you're watching.
All right, Dana, thank you. Chaps, thank you. That's it. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We'll be back tomorrow. And remember, Tuesdays is the new day. See you then.